This is the Conservative Czar, October 21st, 2012, less than 2 weeks before till the election, and I wanted to talk about the what I think is going to happen in the election, the kind of the horse race analysis of the election. And I want to concentrate. First of all, I look. I got to say, I think this is a rather close election. You could pick polls to say that Romney is way out in front. It's a very close. There are not too many polls that are talking about Obama being way out in front. So the way I look at it is that this is probably looking pretty good for Romney here, but it's still up in the air. But why are all the polls so far apart? And concentrate on if we do the state by state polls and then contrast that to the Gallup poll that everybody is talking about that shows Romney up 5, 6, 7 points nationally, which would translate into a victory for Romney, a significant victory. And yet, when we look at some of the state by state polls, it's confusing, and sometimes it'll show, for example, in Florida, there's polling that shows that Obama is up 3 or 4 in Florida. Most of the polls show Romney up 3 or 4. So they're all over the place. I think I might have an idea as to why polling is difficult this year. And it has to do with two groups of people. One is the group of people like myself who are traditional conservatives that are we really know deep down in our heart that Romney is a moderate liberal, that he's not who we want, that he is going to be a fairly ineffective president. We know that, but faced with the alternative of voting for what we consider to be the worst president in the history of the country, there is among most people like myself a resolution. They're resigning to the fact that they're going to have to vote for the lesser of two evils. But the enthusiasm in that group, and my group, the group of traditional conservatives, is very, very weak and difficult to poll. I know if I were asked, which I'm not, but if I were asked who was I going to vote for, the only thing I'm sure of is I'm not going to vote for Romney. I'm probably not going to vote for Obama, but I'm just going to stay out of the campaign. I don't care. That's very difficult to poll someone like us on the right. On the left, there's a similar problem, and that is Barack Obama was the darling of the left, especially the youth, going into 2008. There was a lot of enthusiasm for him in that group. Today, it kind of goes like this. Well, I believe in the things he's doing. He's a great man, but I don't need to go vote, do I, when we can see he wasn't, 4 years didn't amount to much. I still like him. I'm still going to, if anybody's going to ask me, I'm going to say I'm going to vote for Obama, but I'm really not going to go to the polls. There's a large part of the left that believes that, of the young vote, what I call maybe the casual left, the left of the college campuses, the left that is not ideologically left. They just believe it's part of their culture to be among the left, and they got enthusiastic in 2008, and are not enthusiastic now. And I believe that's the reason why this polling is all over the place, especially when they try to go to likely voters. It doesn't take much tweaking to tweak unlikely voters to say, well, we're going to subtract the effect of college students saying they're 60-40 for Obama because we don't think they're going to vote. What number do you assign to that? There's no scientific way. It's entirely subjective. And every polling group has all sorts of subjective tweaks that they make to their data. And it's very difficult. In a traditional race, in a traditional presidential race, it's a little easier. But this time, I think it's very, very difficult to do. And I think it's because on both sides, the left and the right, there is a great deal of ambiguity about what either party is going to bring to the table in 2013, 14, 15, and 16. This is the Conservative Czar. See you next time.